Greetings to all the wonderful people of YouTube land. This video is coming to you from Cebu in the Philippines, and you will see the background video is of the busy Cebu street that I recorded. I was actually sitting at Domino's where I went for lunch. There were so many poor and young kids outside that it was heartbreaking. This poverty is evident all over the Philippines. I have seen mothers with young infants sleeping on the streets. This is the norm here and not the exception. So the only alternative is for the Filipina to go on a dating site and trying to find someone who can get themselves and their family out of poverty by swallowing their pride and self-respect and hooking up with a man who could be her grandfather. I decided to buy the kids all pizza and give it to them. They were overjoyed, and at least they had a good meal today. I chose not to record my generosity to them, as so many of these influencers here will do, professing to be doing good, but only posting what they did so people will send money to help these poverty-stricken people. But then they just keep the lion's share of the money for themselves. Across from Domino's, there were some clubs, and I actually went to one on Friday night to listen to a Filipino band doing some covers of Queen, AC/DC, and some other 80s classics, and they were actually quite good. Every Filipina in the place was looking at me and smiling, and many came and sat with me chatting, and when I was leaving, many asked if I wanted company. I was at least 2 times their age, but they treated me like a 20-year-old hunk. I personally would consider myself not more than a 5 out of 10. I am no looker. If you are a man of 60, 70, or even 80 years old and you go to the province, you will get families where the parents will gladly offer you their Filipina daughter to marry. It's the only means to get out of poverty, for those of you that may not know. The girl Tim K met named Chrissy was poor and destitute and was literally living in a shack. Tim's friend, Harold Boulder, went and gave Chrissy's water 30,000 pesos, and it was like they had just seen the Lord. Tim K eventually married this girl, and it is obvious Tim K was guilty of what I am speaking about. Many of our viewers have been messaging and are interested about these Filipina meeting foreign men, so I decided to talk about it today. I want to tell people the experience I've had here after being a while in the Philippines, to all the foreigners sitting behind their computer or on a phone back in the USA, Canada, Australia, the UK, or otherwise, and chatting with girls on dating sites. You're wasting your time and setting yourself up for failure. Do not fool yourself. None of the girls actually like you. You are not handsome. You do not have a nice attitude or have any of the other qualities these Filipina are telling you is so special about you. If it were true, you would easily find a 20-something-year-old in your country salivating over you, as do these Filipina. The Filipina you are meeting online fall into 2 categories, and in both categories, they will lay on the praise thick and make you feel you are Brad Pitt when in fact you are Brad Shit. One category of Filipina will be constantly asking for money with her hard-up stories such as, I am so hungry, or my phone is broken. She will feed you the guilt trip to get you to send money and will constantly take. And you will never meet her, and she probably has 100 other men she is calling hun. The second category is the one who will ask for money and probably meet you and tell you that you are the love of her life and she wants to marry you. You are now feeling like a rock star and will spend money spoiling her, building a house, and so much more for fear of losing this jackpot. In the end, she will take everything from you because we have to face reality. No Filipina wants any man more than 5 years her senior, and any excuse she will give about having a 10, 20, or 30-year age gap is just to fool you to believe in fantasy. I have seen some of these men with literally 1 foot in the grave who are with a young Filipina and believing they have hit the jackpot when all she is interested in is getting his money or a free rise to a first world country, which she never could. For those who don't know, a Filipino passport is worthless and you literally need a visa to go to the toilet with it. So having spent some time in the Philippines, I can tell you that the Filipina in the Philippines are very easy. It is obvious that you, as an old man who is always shunned by all other women or hard up for women, overall unable to get the time of day from any woman in your country, will find this hard to believe, but it is true. You land in the Philippines and will get a Filipina faster than you can say Filipina. Every place I have visited here, I have been able to get at least one Filipina's cell phone number who is willing to meet me. The waitresses at the restaurants or at the stores will treat you like Bill Gates and will gladly meet you and accompany you wherever you go, no matter your age. Do not think of your experiences with women where you come from. You will so easily get a 20-something-year-old beautiful Filipina who will happily come back to your hotel with you. Some of the Filipina did seem genuine and down to earth, and those were the ones who seemed to be working and have savings and doing well. The ones working and living day to day were willing to meet up for anything. Note that the ones living day to day comprise 99% of the Filipina. Going to a restaurant and spending a couple thousand pesos for lunch, which is about 40 United States dollars, is roughly what I spend. For these Filipina that work there, they cannot even dream of eating at these places. They have to settle for 99 peso one-piece chicken and spaghetti as their treat at Jollibee. I have seen some old foreigners who look like they just came out of the geriatric center. Some are fat and overweight, who look like they are 12-month pregnant. They walk into these same restaurants with a beautiful Filipina on their arm, of course, with her family in tow, mother, father, brothers, sisters, and whomever else she can get on the gravy train for the foreigner to pay. This is the only way these Filipina can hope to see the inside of these places. Some of these foreigners can be the father of the Filipina's parents. They are just so old and a total loser to boot. The Filipina will do anything to hold on to this mega bucks ticket. For you guys chatting with girls on these dating sites, when a Filipina messages you, it is likely you will jump at the opportunity when this beautiful and vivacious Filipina messages you and starts telling you how much she loves you and that you have this great attitude and you are handsome, and she throws on the loving thick. Your head gets swelled. You think you have just won the $1 billion mega jackpot, not realizing you are just being scammed and have gotten hooked. I have seen on YouTube and TikTok many of these old foreigners flaunting their beautiful and energetic Filipina, and I see so many comments from men, probably old and washed up like them, writing comments about how lucky the old fart is. They are asking how they also score a Filipina like that, salivating at the mouth. Some are asking if she has a sister or friend. It is pathetic to see these men dribbling to get their fantasies fulfilled by getting a Filipina to get them off. In their country, they would be considered, you know what, I just wanted to address this as I think it is very important. I am not doubting that these old men really do love and care for the Filipina, but the Filipina are exploiting them and they can't see it. Which man would not fall head over heels for something like that? But ultimately, they cannot see they are being used. I do hope this can help them see, or at the least think about what they are doing. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I value your comments. Have a great day or night wherever you may be.